You a woman in your 40s or 50s, your kids have grown up and they don't need you like they did for your entire life. And you're thinking, what the heck am I doing with my time now? What is my purpose? What am I here to do? If that's you, then you found the right video, because we're going to dive in today to finding your purpose in midlife and living a life that is fulfilling after your kids are grown. Before we start, if you don't know me, it's your first time here, my name is Joy. Welcome to A Joyful Journey. Here at A Joyful Journey, my mission is to help women in midlife live their most fulfilling, joyful lives, whether that be physically or emotionally. Midlife is a transitional time where women have a lot of struggles. As a life coach, I'm here to support and motivate you and inspire you. So what does it mean to find your purpose in midlife? Do you want to go back to school? Maybe get back into the workforce, start your own business, become a volunteer, or cultivate a hobby that you may have had interest in but didn't have time to do. All of these are valid and meaningful. You have about a third of your life left. So doing something that makes you feel like you have purpose is so important. Step one in finding your purpose is getting to know yourself again. When you were raising kids, you probably didn't have a lot of time for introspection. Between bath time, packing lunches, being part of the PTA, driving to sports, going to their musicals, parent-teacher conferences, birthday parties, all of the things that keep you busy for the 18 years that they're kids is gone. So now you do have time to think about you. You probably will find that you're a very different person than you were when you first had kids. Your skill set and your passions may have changed drastically. So what are your skills and abilities? What are you good at? Make a list of those things. And while you're at it, ask some friends what they think you're good at. Or ask some family members what they think you're good at, what your strengths are. You could ask friends and family to describe you in 3 words to give you some sort of insight about what people think your strengths are. So often we don't see ourselves the way others do, so that insight can be really valuable in helping us find our purpose. So think about this formula when you're trying to discover your newfound purpose. Who you were before you had kids, your passions, your skills, your gifts, plus what you learned as you raised your kids. New passions, new skills, new gifts that you didn't know you had, plus the information that you gleaned from the people that you asked. And that equals guidance as you find your new purpose. So after you get to know yourself again, step 2 is to find your passion. What gets your heart racing? What gets your blood pumping? What do you love? What gets you excited? Do you love photography, singing, yoga, writing, reading? Research shows that you should get more involved in the things that you love. We live in a time where every kind of information is right at our fingertips. If you love holding babies, Google, where can I hold babies around me? If you love decorating cakes, Google cake decorating classes. I mean, you can't get any easier than Google for finding the things that you love close to your home. Dig a little deeper into the things that you love. Is there a class you can take? Is there a group you can join? Or is there an expert that you know, someone who's already in that world that you could interview and learn more about it from? Chances are you asking an expert, they're going to be very flattered and they're going to be glad to talk to you and excited to share their journey with you. So you want to get to know yourself again, you want to find your passions, and number 3, don't look around too much. There are always going to be people that are better than you at what they do, and there are always going to be people that are worse than you. Don't wait to get started because you're not perfect yet, because you might never start. If something doesn't work right away, you can always change your mind. Very few decisions in life are completely irreversible. Try not to worry about what others think or what others are doing. Instead, cultivate a humble heart, stay in your lane, and do things your own way. No one has your unique set of skills, gifts, abilities, and passions, and no one will do things exactly like you. Find the things you're passionate about, put your own spin on them, and do it your way. So it may take you a while to figure out what your purpose is. So let's talk about some questions that you can ask yourself that can guide you. Question number 1, what activities bring me the most joy and fulfillment, regardless of external recognition or rewards? Question number 2, when do I feel most aligned with my true self and at peace with who I am? Question number 3, what causes or issues deeply resonate with me, sparking a sense of empathy or a desire to make things better? Question number 4, looking back on my life's experiences, what moments or achievements have brought me the greatest sense of pride and satisfaction? And question 5, if time and resources were completely unlimited, how would I choose to spend my days? What activities or or endeavors would I pursue simply for the love of doing them? So these questions are designed to encourage introspection and help individuals like you uncover their true passions and values by reflecting on experiences, emotions, and aspirations. Okay, so now that you have taken the steps to find your passion, get to know yourself again, not compare yourself to others, and do some deep introspection on your passions, the next piece, the last piece, is to persevere. Many things are more difficult and challenging than they look, and there's a learning curve. You might have to stick with something longer than you originally thought before you get good at it. Seek out positive people who will encourage you, who will support you, and don't give up. It will be worth it in the end. So I hope that these tips help you find your passion in midlife. This is, again, a super transitional time where everything in our life is changing. Our marriage is changing. Our friendships are changing. Our home dynamics are changing. We might be downsizing. We might not have children in our home anymore. So we have more time to pursue what interests us. And I know it's scary, and a lot of women feel very lost during this time in life, but it's so exciting to think of all the things that you can pursue. And I hope that these questions, the introspection questions, help you figure out who you were before you had kids, plus what you gleaned while you were raising them, which equals fabulous, amazing, wonderful you. You have gifts that you can give the world, and it's time for you to do that. Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to follow me on my social media, subscribe to the channel for more content for women in midlife who want to have the most joyful and fulfilling lives that they can.